All right, you guys, so my good friend Everywhere Is here has made a lure party. Lucky for me. Wow, what a lucky person I am. He's a super nice guy. So hopefully he'll come back to the park and hang out for a little while. Oh, and Larvitar found a candy. That's nice. So I guess I'm going to record because there's going to be spawns the whole time. So that'll be pretty fun. Do a little lure party video. Lucky. So let's go ahead and get this started. It'll probably be like half an hour on this thing, and I don't even know if I can catch all the spawns. I may have to get my Pokemon Go Plus just to be able to catch them all. May have to walk over there and sync it. Gotta catch them all. I do really want to catch them all, and when this park is lured all the way up, there's too many Pokemon to catch. It's crazy. So yeah, there's like double spawns of Sandshrew because of the nest. This is gonna get nuts. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot, you guys, about my, I just bought a GoPro 5. I was like, let me start filming some extra footage of me, you know. Wow, there's like a triple spawn of Sandshrew right there. Huge shout out to Everywhere Is putting down all these lures. This is lure insanity. I have got to go get my Pokemon Go Plus. There's too many spawns, and I really want to farm the Stardust. I'm gonna walk back over to my car and grab it. I'll probably lure up the stops that he hasn't lured. Party hat Pikachu. Wow, Pikachu's feisty. You need to calm down, Pikachu. Pikachu. Party Pikachu. I always thought it was kind of funny, like Pikachu kind of sounds like he's really struggling when you hear him, you know. He sounds like he's having like a really hard time, you know. He's like, chill, like kind of strains his voice, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing synced up. Thank goodness. All right, you guys. Pokemon Go Plus is synced. There we go. Well, now that there's lures, I might change my loop. I was thinking about just putting on more lures, but doing one half of the park is actually pretty decent. Man, I'm so lucky. I can't believe he just lured the whole park. What a nice guy. He's like the nicest guy ever. I just changed my whole episode. I thought I was just gonna do walking and catching rare spawns. Now I'm gonna do lure party. Lure party! I'm gonna walk back through here because I miss a lot of these spawns. There's so many spawns, I'm going to catch them while I'm catching them on Pokemon Go Plus. Also because I want the bonus. I want to get the first catch, 50 experience, curveball, 10 experience, potential great throw, 50 experience. It's extra 110 experience per catch if you get it. That one didn't give me the curveball. Murkrow, catch you with the Pokemon Go Plus. Too hard to get a great throw on that Pokemon. If I get him with the Pokemon Go Plus, I get 50 experience because it's the first throw every time. So that's a difference in Pokemon Go Plus now. They totally changed Pokemon Go Plus. Now you get first throw. So it's 150 for every single catch on Pokemon Go Plus. Pretty sweet change. Anything that makes an increase is fine by me. All right, now we're getting some good catches. So last couple of days I've been going out to farm Stardust. I've just been going out hitting dense spawns like in downtown with my Pokemon Go Plus and just catching as many as I possibly can to try and get Stardust so I can do power-ups. So I'm finally to the point where I'm like, dang, I really need to power up some of these dudes past 3,000, and a lot of them I just can't do it because I don't have the Stardust for it. So now I gotta farm up that Stardust because I used it all on foolish purposes. But I don't really battle gyms that much, so it's fine. But it's like, now for Prestige, I really do want to have some 3,000 Pokemon. So now I have to, it's for Prestige, and it's also for if I, eventually I want to dabble in gym battles, and I'm gonna have to, have some 3,000 Pokemon so I can be that top gym leader, and then I'll be the hardest person to get out of the gym, and other people will have to be gotten out below me first. So that's the whole thing about gyms. When you're the top guy, more likely to stay in there, so you want to have those 3,000 Pokemon so you can be that top guy. So I'm trying to get Stardust so I can get those 3,000 Pokemon now that are going to be hardest to get out of there. So that's the whole idea. So many spawns. Spawns on spawns on spawns. Nice, so many spawns. Just gonna be farming up the Stardust. Catching a lot of these dudes actually. Pokemon Go Plus seems to be working a little bit more correctly now, because for the longest time you would barely get any spawns, and now I get spawns and I get catches. You would barely get any catches too. Now I get spawns when I'm even going like 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, and I also get spawns that I can catch. For the longest time I would get spawns at 25, 30 miles an hour, but I would never, ever, ever catch them. Now you can catch them. You get spawns at 25, 30 miles an hour, and the catch rate seems to be increased, to me at least. I noticed significantly more catches with Pokemon Go Plus. I'm not sure when it happened, just sometime recently. So now I'm curious what happened to my Pokefriend. I thought he was going to go home and then walk back through. You'll probably see him. I'm just going back and forth through the lures here. Pokemon Go Plus is so much easier, but I feel kind of lazy. It's like I should catch a couple of these guys with some great throws. But it is going to be a lot of spawns, so don't want to catch every single one of them. Not a bad throw there, not bad at all. Oh, great throw off on the side. That's the first time I've ever done that. I'm still practicing that throw. That's awesome. I've been thinking conceptually how to do it, but still haven't quite like mastered it. But that's the first time I really got it. Woo, it's cold out here. There was 14-mile-an-hour winds earlier, you guys. It's crazy. So that's why I was gonna go to the mall, but I was like, nah. Alright, so like 1.2 kilometers on my egg since I got here. I'm gonna walk over here for a minute while the Pokestops respawn. I probably should turn on a lucky egg. I really like to turn them on like when I'm doing evolutions, and I don't want to do evolutions today because I want to save them for a live stream. Ooh, it's cold today. I almost kind of wish I did go to the mall. I'm just going to keep on walking through these lures. The Pokemon Go Plus is weird because it doesn't even let you see the Pokemon. Like, it basically doesn't even show them. So, it gets a little bit strange. It's like I kind of would like to see what I'm catching before I decide to catch it with Pokemon Go Plus or not. Rattata, I'm like, that's fine, I'll catch Rattata with Pokemon Go Plus. But not like a Snorlax or something, it's too risky. Oh, Ditto! Nice. Ditto on the lure. Let's see if it's a good one. It's okay. Could have been better. Still though, that's awesome. Ditto! I want to get back to the days where I can live stream. I'm still trying to figure that out. Because this would be a perfect opportunity to live stream, but I have to have my tablet and I have to have my external Wi-Fi, which I have, but I'm not sure if it's fast enough to stream on it. I gotta check it. So I still don't know. And plus I want to call my phone company and see how much data I've used on that line and make sure it's not some ridiculous amount. Because streaming is going to use even more data than that, so it's definitely going to be a large amount of data any way you look at it, so I got to check on that. But the only way to do it is try, so I'm just going to have to try it and then check and see how much data it used and how much I buy on my package, and then see how many streams I can do per month and all that stuff. Fun adult stuff. Super fun. There's some kids skateboarding here at the amphitheater. That's kind of cool. What a lovely day. Love this park. kind of a chill day. Oh, Magikarp. It's a male. Magikarp. Get him. Oh, I thought it might be Magikarp Ditto. Hey! Thanks for all the lures.
Yeah. I haven't done it in a while, and I needed space.
Oh, yeah?
I'm having a really hard time managing the space now.
Yeah, it's so hard. I'm always full. Always. On both.
Yeah.
I'm always full.
Been erasing my red balls.
Yeah.
Everything, but I don't battle anymore, so I've erased all that.
Yep. I actually, for the Plus device, I keep the red balls, about 100 of them, and I delete over that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't really have anything other than that I delete. Sometimes, if I get to 300 of the great balls,
right.
I'll delete maybe 100 great balls, you know.
Okay.
But then I've got to the point where, like, I needed those 100 great balls one time, and I was like, really regretted it. But then at the time, I needed that 100 space really bad too.
Right.
So, but then I've also deleted the berries, and then I regretted deleting the berries.
Yeah.
But I've got to where I had 300 raspberries, and I was like, okay, raspberries, I'll take you down to 100. I don't need more than 100 raspberries on any given day, you know.
Banana berries. I hardly ever use those.
Barely use them, yeah. I used one on a Pikachu earlier. It was pretty effective because it was just attacking over and over and over again. And I was like, okay, well, this seems like maybe the reason to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to decide what to keep and what not to keep, even though I do the IV.
Yeah.
Still, everything is. I think it was Mark pointed out that 84 and above. Well, I've just been keeping 90 and above, but I could see how that was a mistake because some of the 84s have better movesets.
Oh, well, yeah.
Hard to decide.
Like overall, you know, you could use it. But it's, I kind of look at it like eventually I'm going to replace that Pokemon, so I would have wanted to use it in between the time until I catch a better one, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world for me because I'm like, I'll catch a better one.
Right.
But yeah, I do 90 and above. That's kind of my limit.
Yeah.
There's probably some 84. I don't know. I basically don't even see or catch 84s. I don't see them because my scanner doesn't show them.
Right.
And unless I happen to walk around, but I don't appraise them that much.
Yeah.
You know.
Unless you appraise them, you won't get an 84, I think.
Yeah.
But the appraisal seemed to change too on the last go round. Things that are best, attack best are only 89.
Yeah, I got one that was 93 last night. It was a 93 Scyther out of the nest, which was very surprising to me. And then I appraised it, and it said only one perfect stat. And to me, it's kind of like I might have tossed that guy away just because it was only one perfect stat. But the other stat was a 14, and the third stat still made it battles with the best of them. So it was a very well-rounded, good Pokemon, 93%. But I wouldn't have known that with the in-game appraisal. And I've been saying for a long time, oh, you hatched a Togepi? Yes, lucky. Oh, that's a good omen for me.
Okay.
Nice.
And I've been walking my Tyranitar ever since you recommended it.
Yeah. I've been walking a Larvitar. You have a Tyranitar? I was like, geez, you already got one.
No, I have enough to.
Boy, you were not kidding. You did the park.
Yeah.
So do you do the loop this way to the street?
I walk up to close enough to get that one, and then go.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I walk about 9 miles a day is what I'm averaging now.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
Well, yeah.
Time, you know.
That is a lot of miles.
And you
walking,
walk,
you know.
Walk quickly too. So.
I walk pretty brisk. Yeah. Most people usually can't keep up with me, and then I'm a little frustrated that they don't keep up. But you're keeping up good. So no worries.
I walk everywhere, so I use.
Well, 9 miles. Yeah. You don't do 9 miles in a day slowly.
Yeah, I really like next gen. I made it
Yeah,
Okay.
it just needed to happen because it was. If I feel like I'm bored, normal people are really bored because I'm like obsessed with this game and I love it. So, like normal people, well, and I talk to normal people and they tell me I quit playing Pokemon Go because it's so boring, and I'm like, okay, well, that's a pretty clear indication something needs to happen, you know. So yeah, I totally agree. I think it was a great time to do it. Perfect timing.
Came back too. So.
A lot of people came back, and you know, it's interesting. People came back to my channel. I'm getting a lot more base views, you know, in the 3,000 to 6,000 range on every video versus I was, you know, struggling to hit 1,200 sometimes. And a lot of people came back to watch, so it's kind of interesting.
Sure.
Lure party. Oh yeah? Nice. Yeah, I've been trying to stock up good females. I got the 93% female Pikachu earlier today over in my neighborhood, and I was like, yes!
Mine are all low. I think mine are all under 80.
Right.
The whole game. I mean, the entirety.
Yeah. Well, they don't make it easy to find the perfect ones or the higher IV ones for sure. If I didn't have a scanner, I really wouldn't have any good IV, you know, but I have it set to 90% and it flags me a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff I have set to 100, but you know, Pikachu during the event, I'm like 90 plus. I'd like to see anything that's a 90 plus because then I'll have it forever, you know. But I got that female, and I already had a Pikachu that I was keeping as a trophy just so it had the hat. Because now I'm doing this thing, I'm very obsessed with it, where I have to have the Raichu with the hat, and I have to have the Pikachu with the hat. I don't want to go to the end of the event and not have both of them because it's a trophy. So it's like I realize now I evolved all of my Pikachus that had the Santa hat, and I don't have one with the Santa hat, so I'll never be able to get that again unless they're foolish and they do the exact same event next year, which would be like really lame if they did that. But knowing Niantic, it's possible at this point. We'll see if they recycle events or not, you know. But like in Clash of Clans, they give you a different Christmas tree every year, and every Halloween they give you a different, like a thing that sits on your base basically. So
They're always awful.
yeah, they're never good. Room for improvement on the pincer. I just got it.
1746?
Yeah. 1746. That joke is like way too old and nobody will even like it anymore.
Delete it?
Yeah, I deleted it. Yep. He gone. What about this Pikachu?
It's supposed to be right here.
Do we need to cross the street?
They have to make plus.
Yeah, I'm just letting my plus do all the work on these commons.
I have the plus, but I find that I have to play because it throws way too much good stuff.
Yeah, it does.
It's good for spinning the...
Well, once you put up all the lures, I was like, well, now I need to get my plus, because...
I don't see it on the nearby anymore.
It's on my nearby. Oh, no, it's on a stop way over there for me.
You're kidding.
And it shows it as the nearest one, too. Way over there.
That changed. It was at the door right here.
Oh, well. Oh.
Weird. But it still should be here. I just have to cross the street for those.
I had a Larvitar last night on my scanner, and I went all the way to the location, and it was far from where I was, and it just wasn't there. And I rescanned the area, and after a rescan, it still showed it was there for about 30 seconds, and then it disappeared. And I was like, how could you?
Quickly appear and disappear, which I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah. Well, I found out the way the scanner works. Once you scan an area long enough, it knows the spawn and despawn times, but it doesn't know the spawn and despawn times until the app essentially learns those things. So you have to scan an area for long enough.
Have a good scanner.
Oh no? Somebody, well,
the iPhone one that disappeared before you.
I had mentioned on a video for somebody to try this out, and they tried it and it worked, and they were like, thank you so much on my Twitter. So on your computer, you can get an Android emulator. It's called BlueStacks.
BlueStacks.
And then you can install the same one that I use.
Really?
Yeah. So somebody tried that, and they tweeted me. They were like, Jonno, thank you so much. This works. So you have to do it on your computer and then find what you want and go out and do it. But at least it's doable, you know, for the people who have iPhone and they can't do a tracker on it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that is so sad.
A whole letter of apology that they couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Niantic just, I don't know. What's frustrating is all we want to do is find Pokemon.
Right.
All we want to, it's like, could you just make the app to where we can find Pokemon, and then we won't need to use, I don't want to pay $4 for a scanner app and have to complete captchas, you know, like all day long. I really don't want to do it, you know, but I do it because I really want to find Pokemon. So I wish that Pokemon would just find a way for me to find Pokemon in the game.
In the game. Yeah.
You know what I really wish that they would make? A scanner that's in the game that is a paid item, and you pay for the item. I would pay for it, even if it was $50. I would pay for it, and I would. It's like, how many people would spend $50 and just buy it and be done, and then be like, good, I can find Pokemon. And even if it was only 200 feet around me, as long as it revealed them, I'd be like, perfect, all good, Niantic, I love you, $50 well spent. But it's like, by taking it out of the game, they force it into the third-party hands, and it becomes, it's black market. They've made a black market drug of Pokemon, you know?
Some game does have fairly addictive qualities.
It does. Well, and as soon as there's trading, it's going to be selling, it's going to be a real black market, you know? So well, they've been discussing it a little bit. A lot of people are saying, well, trading isn't going to be nation to nation. It's not going to be over the internet because of this one quote that was said during a conference. But during that exact same conference, the exact same guy said that the entire original idea for trading was, and the original idea for regionals was that people in different regions would meet each other over the internet and become friends over the internet and trade Pokemon over the internet. So everybody's saying, oh, well, it's not going to happen over the internet because he said that one thing. And I'm like, no, it really is going to happen over the internet. That's the whole plan that they've had this whole time.
Right.
But it's just a matter of how are they going to make that happen to where it doesn't ruin the game, you know?
They had great intentions.
Yeah, and still have great intentions.
Yeah, people have monetized it in bad ways.
Yeah. If there's a problem in your game and people have gone out to the third party to solve that problem, you bring it into your game,
right,
so that you eliminate the third parties,
right,
because they can't function if you bring it into the game.
Right.
So,
and they can't stop the spoofers. That's just not technically feasible at this point.
I've actually even come around to where I'm at the point where I say, put a joystick in the game. Just put a joystick in the game. Most people won't use it. Most people will get bored with it and say, this isn't fun. I just want to play the game regular.
Right.
But for the people who absolutely critically need it, they will use it and they will be happy and they won't have to go outside of the game to accomplish their goals. And that's the whole thing I see about trading. As soon as they make trading available, and if they do it to where it's not over the internet and I have to be right next to you. Yep, it's a girl. As soon as they do that, people who never spoofed before are going to start spoofing, so they can trade. And I'm going to be one of them to trade with my fans on Instagram.
Right.
And I've never spoofed before and I have no interest in it. But if you make it to where I can't trade unless I'm 100 feet from you, I'm going to be a spoofer now. You know, they're building everything into the game to where it's just like, we'll force everybody to use third-party apps to do everything that they want to do, you know? And now there's even a third-party app where you can plug in your Pokemon from Pokemon Go and your CP and everything, and you can battle the Pokemon that you say that you have. Yeah, so you can go and it looks cool, you know? So it's like everything that we want to do in the game is not available, and now they've made it available through third-party apps. And Niantic hates it, but it's like, why don't you guys just develop the app that you said you were going to develop in the first place? We've all been waiting since the trailer came out for this amazing app that was supposed to be so good.
They have enough money.
They certainly have enough money by now. If they were waiting to raise it, you certainly made the money you needed to hire the developers to get the job done. I don't know. I hate to complain, but it's frustrating. It's like we're all sitting out here just waiting, and also I was hanging out with my good friend last night who quit playing the game, and he said I would play right now if I could battle my Pokemon against my friend's Pokemon. It's the only feature that I'm missing, that if you gave me that feature, I'd be back in a heartbeat. But there's just, why would I catch a Snorlax if I can't go beat up my friend who caught a different Snorlax, and my Snorlax is better than his Snorlax, you know? And how do we prove it, you know?
Right.
So, and the idea that we're gonna do that in a gym, no, you know? And no.
Well, I gave up the gym because I can't compete with all the spoofers from all over.
You can't, you know?
This gym's been up for weeks.
Well, you know what's crazy? I got on a gym in Woodland. I was on that gym for 2 weeks. It was like legacy. I was like, what? And I wasn't even high up. I was like number 6 in the gym or something. So I was like, okay, it's something about the spoofers are targeting the silliest locations. Like they go to cities and they go to active locations, and it's like, do they want the experience or something? Because there's no reason to they're not going to stay at those locations, yet we continue to see them coming here anyway. So it's like, well, fine, let's just go where the spoofers aren't going. So I went out to Woodland, just random. We were apartment hunting and just house hunting and stuff like that, and happened to stay in a gym for like 2 weeks. I was like, I've never had that experience before, you know. I didn't know that was possible in this game. So it kind of changed the way I think about it. I'm like, maybe I'll go and do some road trips out to these little towns and hit some gyms. And plus I go out to these little towns and it's all yellow.
Really?
As far as the eye can see, it's just yellow, level 10 gym, yellow, level 10 gym. I'm like, what is this place? This is heaven. Aside from I couldn't get in any of the gyms, but at least I was like, wow, you know, there's people out here getting it on Team Yellow. So yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah.
You could ask, or I should ask one. You probably know.
Yep.
Since he doesn't have a team, he can't battle. Is that correct?
Somebody hasn't chosen a team that you know?
He's on the Sacramento Mark Fawcett. He wants to be the second player in the world. He thinks he's level 40.
With no team?
Team.
Wow.
Level 39.
Never heard about that. I should get him on the channel. That's crazy.
Yeah. I assume that.
I never heard about that. So he's trying to get to level 40. He's on no team. He hasn't selected a team.
One other person's already.
He can't go in a gym.
40. That's what I would think.
Period. Because if he goes in a gym, it starts the animation, and then I'm guessing that he just says no to whatever the thing is. Right? I don't know. I gotta get him on the channel. This is crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
He's very smart.
I was wondering, is there a new Easter egg? If you start a new account right now and then you walk away from your starters, does it spawn the Generation 2 starters? I'm convinced that it should, but who knows if they actually did anything with it or not. But it would be cool, you know. It'd be a cool little Easter egg. I figure we would have already seen something on it by now if it was possible. Right. Somebody would have done it. It would be in the code. I don't know, something like that. But I kind of want to start another account and just walk past my starter 3 times and see what happens.
When Mark mentioned that he wanted to be the second person in the world, I looked up highest level. There are some people that are at 80 million.
Experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting for the next levels to drop, and they all want to be done with it when it drops. Yeah. And that's fun, you know. I know some people like that, like Brandon Tan 91 on Instagram. He's one of the first people to hit level 40 in the world. He was like grinding on it really hard, doing social media the whole time, so showing off all of his like Pokestop spins and his level ups and stuff like that. Yeah. Killing it. He was on a pair of roller skates in Singapore. Was it Singapore? No.
Sure, they have a ton of stops there.
Ton of stops. It was a college right by the water. Yeah. So he's just like on the bicycle hitting the stops, but then he's got lures on every single stop for hours. Yeah. Lucky egg for hours. So
ultra modern city.
Yeah, I think it was Singapore, right? No, I read something about somebody from Singapore recently, and I think I'm mistaking it. But it was one of those like really great Asian cities.
That's where the whole pajamas is closed fad started.
Oh, really?
They didn't know they were nightwear.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It just caught.
That is so funny. Oh my god, I didn't know that. That makes sense though.
It's pretty steamy there.
The humidity.
Yeah. Oh, let's see something really good.
I know. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it'll be 13, 14, 15 lures, so should get something good, right? I was in the park one time and there was a Charizard here, and one of my fans whose name is Squirtle Be Trollin', he spoofs a lot, and he spoofed to my location during the stream, and he was like, Jonno, there's a Charizard on the lure, like right next to you, and you're missing it. And like I thought he was just like messing with me because he was kind of a new fan at that point, and I didn't know him that well. But now I know him, and I'm like, dang, I should have listened to him because
I never find any decent ones.
All right, yeah, I know. That was during the event when they were more common.
Right.
They were spawning on the lures a lot more at that point. But yeah, I was out here trying to catch a Charizard, and that was my first one that I really could have got, and totally missed it. I was like, no, I didn't find out until days later.
The Larvitar spawn in here, like,
Really?
rarely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting them all over my neighborhood. All over. I get 2 or 3 a night. And I'm hitting them with the pineapple berry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to farm up those candies. I've hit them with a pineapple berry up to like 570, and they still go down with an Ultra Ball. So I was really worried that they would run, and I've just been doing it over and over again, and none of them are running. So I'm like,
I didn't realize how good the other berries were.
yeah.
I read if you want to catch it, use a raspberry. Double. So I've been using my pineapple. Yeah. Let's see how many candies I have. 168
Of
Larvitar.
Oh wow.
I just need a good one.
Yeah. Oh wow. You're like, dang, you're getting more than I am.
That's about 110 miles I watched him.
Oh, you've been walking him. Wow, there's so many candies from walking him. I've walked.
Your idea.
Well, I'm glad that I could help some people in the world, you know. I get so many negative comments on my videos, and I really only think about those sometimes. But then I'm like, well, I know there's people out there watching, and I really do help them. I've walked mine 83 kilometers, so, I mean, not bad, but not enough to evolve him, you know.
Why can I actually see these Mon clear across the pond?
Because they're lure spawns that you didn't catch. I actually leave them sometimes because then you can tell when that lure has a new spawn on it. So it's kind of helpful to let you know when the cycles have gone through. I'm trying to farm Stardust right now, like really bad. So that's why I'm doing the plus. I don't feel like dealing with it, but I still want the Stardust. So I'm like, plus, you do the work for me. If I don't catch it, oh well, you know, I'm not gonna cry.
My bag is full.
Oh no, mine's probably filling actually. Yeah, at 9:24, I need to get rid of some items. That reminds me. Wow. Dude, my game is getting a little bit laggy here.
I get booted out regularly.
There we go.
The raspberries,
I'm just discarding all my revives. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, mine are all gone.
People on the video are like, you discarded all your gym items. I'm like, I know. Very well aware of that.
So, how are you doing on the special items?
I have gotten 3, count them, 3 dragon scales. No, 4.
Really?
4. I'm holding 3 right now, and I used one.
I'm missing that one and the Sunstone. The others, I've had 2 of each.
I haven't got Sunstone. I haven't got Metal Coat. I got 1 King's Rock. And I was foolish. I forgot that that's one of the ones that does 2 evolutions, and I did it on Slow King. And I don't have a Politoed now. And everybody in the video was like, why didn't you do Politoed? I'm like, I forgot. So yeah. But I haven't got any Metal Coats. That's the one I really want the most. I want to do Steelix and I want to do Sizemore. Like 2 of the ones that I really want to do the most. But I'm glad I got the Dragon Scale first because I had a perfect Seadra. So I evolved that and I have a perfect Kingdra, and I got a bunch of views because it was a perfect, 100 IB. So that was a good one. But then I got 3 more, and I'm just like, dude, I don't need these. I don't even have enough candies to use them. So.
Yeah, today was my 3rd, 7th day spin, nothing. So.
Oh.
Only the 1st, 7th day.
I'm still getting people on that video who are like, I did it and it didn't work, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you guys. It worked for a lot of people.
Yeah, it did on the first one.
I think it was the very first week it worked for everybody just to get that one item, and then it didn't. So I mean, I'm not going to change the title of my video because it did work for a lot of people that week, but it hasn't worked since then.
I did a lot of grinding before I got my next one. In fact, I got 2 at the same 2-hour interval at McKinley Park.
Really?
Yeah, both my King Rocks.
In a 2-hour interval?
Yeah.
So like 1 and then 2 hours later another one?
About.
That's crazy though, still.
Well, it was. I mean,
2 in the same day.
Stops,
Yeah. Yeah, I had heard some people had been like, oh, 1 every 200
Purple
stops
egg,
or something.
purple egg.
You got a purple egg?
Yeah.
Dang it. I'm at 4.3 on my 3 5Ks, and then they're gonna hatch, and then I'm gonna spin for new eggs.
So yeah, I feel horrible if I don't have at least 2 purple eggs at all times.
Yeah, yeah. What I feel horrible about is walking, and look, I've got 6 eggs right here, and I can't walk a single one of them because I want to get 9,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
it's like the YouTuber life.
So now I have 4. But I have 8 pineapples now.
Yeah.
No, is that what it's called? The pine cone-headed one?
Oh, Pineco.
Pineco.
Pineapple is the berry,
Yeah, that's right.
which I just got like 4 of. Jeez. That stop was a good stop. I got like 10 items on that stop. Were you around to hear the tree come down?
No, but I paid close attention, and I wanted to get it, but it happened at night, not on a windy day. It was just happened more heavy rain, just
Yeah.
it slowly picked it up.
They had blocked it off, and I was like,
Yeah,
it just didn't seem
stupid.
serious or whatever.
Yeah.
But then when it fell, I was like, wow, they knew that thing was coming down, basically.
It slowly lifted the sidewalk, and you could tell day to day.
Yeah.
Yeah, got bigger and bigger.
Wow.
I'll miss it.
Oh, it was a gorgeous tree.
Bark oak.
Huge.
Where they get wine cork from.
Really?
And the whole process of hauling it away was pretty amazing.
I was really surprised to show up today and it's gone. Like,
We got
really
3
surprised.
huge trees.
Really?
Yeah. 2 out of the playground.
I was just here the other day doing an episode and it was down, and I filmed it a little bit, but it's just like down tree, you know, it's not the most interesting thing.
I think
But
they
then,
loved it.
so I'm about to start filming a new game.
Okay, I'll shut up.
No, I've been filming this whole time. I'm gonna start a new series on a new game. It's called Tau War, and it's basically a game that combines Pokemon Go's location aspect with the defense, the tower defense of Clash of Clans. So you get your base and you defend your base, but your base is actually like in a real place and people can interact with it based on their proximity to it. So it's a brand new game. I funded it on Kickstarter.
Really?
And we're all kind of in this private developers beta group right now discussing features that we want and discussing how the game should work and all that stuff. So
But it's a tie into both of those games? The concept.
just a concept, yeah, just a concept. But I was watching like some demo stuff on it in the private group, and it looks a lot like Clash of Clans in terms of like the barracks and how you you know, recruit your troops and things like that. But then it also has like a really interesting location-based aspect to it. So I really can't wait for the alpha to come out, and then we can start playing it, and I'm gonna start doing videos. But their CEO just messaged me. That's what that little ding was for my viewers on the video, and they're trying to get me some video. We've been, you know, they're busy, they're developing the game, so they're having a hard time, you know, getting like promotional stuff out yet because they're not at that place. But I told them I really need to break some content to my audience so that they know that this is coming and they can expect, you know, to see some videos about this from me. So I've been really just kind of begging them for any kind of video content that they can get me. And he finally just hit me up and he's like, hey, we're gonna have some stuff for you. So that's pretty good. I'll probably publish that a little bit later. So that's cool. I've been like, I mean, not begging, but I'm like, hey guys, I could really use it. I want to promote your game, you know? Yeah, Machoke, I saw that. Is he on the walk path?
Yeah, right here.
Oh wow, he's got Machop too. That's awesome.
What do you mean, the move?
No, the Machop is there right next to him.
Oh.
It's like a double spawn. Wow, he's 1534. Jeez.
What do you think about the critical captures? It seems to me that has to be more significant than just a number count with new graphics.
Yeah, I don't get it. I haven't seen one. I haven't got one. I don't know what it is. I did get something that said bonus. And it said, but I've gotten that before the critical capture thing came out. Oh, my eggs are hatching finally. Jeez, I've been waiting so long on these eggs. I've been here for like an hour. Finally, I can get new eggs. All right, guys, this is where the fun starts. Growlithe. Let's see if I can get a 10K to drop. That's like the big thing here. Growlithe in my first egg. Oh, Natu in a 5K. That's kind of weird, isn't it? He should be a 2K.
Yeah.
I don't consider Xatu to be like that strong. All right, well, let's see what's in the third one. I think I got Wooper in a 5K the other day too, and I thought Wooper was in a 10K, but I don't know.
No.
Oh, no? Okay, yeah, then I definitely did get him in a 5K. Because I was like, did I, like, mistake that, or? Dude, there was a Magikarp here earlier.
Yeah, they get rarely.
I was like, Magikarp showing up. Oh, Octillery!
Return course.
What? Dude, I don't have that Pokemon. Yes. Oh my god. He should be there for like 20 minutes. Because he just got there.
Right.
I might have to make a whole separate episode for that. That's a new Pokedex for me.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't got him. It's just weird. I haven't been around water spawns and I haven't managed to get him yet. That's a really good spawn for here. Hello. Yeah, I wanted to catch him because finding Remoraid is actually really hard. So I'm like, let me just catch that thing wild. I was scanning Cameron Park before I came here. I was scanning Cameron Park, Auburn, and Roseville just to see if anything good was out there. And then the sun came back out, so I was like, well, I guess I don't need to go to Roseville and hit the mall, you know? I was gonna do that. But I was just looking for anything. And Octillery, there was like 2 or 3 of them over in Cameron Park Lake. So I was like, well, maybe I'll go over there. But then I was like, it's kind of a long drive. It's already 2 p.m., you know? It is. It really is. It's crazy. I mean, there's times that are slower, but I scanned it. 2 Dratinis just chilling in the park. 2 Octilleries outside the park. Kingler was outside the park.
Okay.
You just picked up another 10K?
Yeah,
Oh, God. Oh, what's going to be in it? I hate when that happens.
Me too.
And you can't see.
That's number 9.
Pineco number 9 for you? Wow.
Not a good one.
He hatched a Pineco, guys. And that did the white thing where you can't see what the Pokemon is, which is like the most annoying thing ever. As a YouTuber, it's the most annoying thing ever. Because it's like, I'm filming these videos to show people, you know? Like, if you don't even show what's in the egg, like, it's not worth it. My notification probably just told me that there is the Octillery. Yep.
How big is it? Tell you that?
Sometimes it will, but this one it's not telling me. It's weird. Sometimes it'll tell me how big it is right away. The IVs at least. But then sometimes it won't. And I don't really know what's the difference.
Remoraid spawn at that choice sign down there.
Oh yeah?
So I picked up all of mine.
So Remoraid in Southside Park?
Yeah.
Huh. They're kind of like an Omanite to me. Like not really rare, but not really common either.
Right.
I bought a GoPro.
Me too.
Yeah?
I have it in my pocket.
Oh, cool.
Not using it.
I got mine and I got a case that's gonna mount it and then I'm gonna just have it point at my face, you know, so I can have a little bit better face cam.
Yeah.
So, and it'll help my phone too because it slows my phone so much to have the face cam on all the time. And plus it's just better quality. And then I can turn it around and I can walk with it in front of me and, you know.
I didn't need one.
You didn't need it? I mean, it's handy. They're very handy.
Yeah. I thought about doing it for gardening purposes, like
Totally.
take care of an acre garden in the cemetery
Yeah.
with a perennial plant club. But too much work.
Yeah.
And so is this.
Well, yeah, I mean, You're gonna put the work in somewhere. It may as well be something you really love, and you get a lot back out of it, you know.
At the end of the day, I have to clean something out tomorrow.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna catch artillery, and I didn't even have to work hard for it. I've been waiting for it. I'm just like, he's gonna come to me. I'm not gonna go to him. He's gonna come to me.
I don't remember if I've seen him in here before or not.
This seems kind of rare for here.
No, I haven't, but I'm sure if I got it.
I used to think that there could be Pokemon on the island, and I would always check, you know, scan it just to see if anything spawned. Kind of makes me feel good that nothing spawns out there, you know. But the island over at San Leandro Marina has great spawns, fantastic spawns, even Dratini.
Do you have to boat to get to it?
Unless the tide is low, you can get there on low tide and walk out there. But it's kind of a weird path to get out there, but you can. I've done it on video. All right, you guys, I'm gonna cut this video short real quick and go catch this Remoraid on a separate video. And that'll probably be it for my lure party. This is pretty fun. I'll come back if we catch anything rare. All right, peace. Yeah.